remind everyone, don't forget Tuesday, right? Tuesday autobiography slides, right? The autobiography slide. When you finish the exam, you can leave. You don't have to sit in here. When you're done, leave. But leave quietly. Don't let the door slam. Bam, 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 bam. And when people are doing the role plays, please be quiet. Okay, please be quiet. Okay, we got yay, bin, and bo. Come on. Yay, bin, and bo. All right. Let's see. Okay, Bo, you're going to be boss. What are you doing? Boss, applicant? Who's the boss? Boss. Yay, bin, boss. Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, my name is Yebi.
Good afternoon, my name is Joe.
Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure for me to welcome you today.
Thank you.
And let me ask you a question. Why are you the best person for this internship?
I am curious and passionate, so I think it is suitable for internship. As internship. So continue cautious in research will be bring better the idea and patience. Patient we have to in research develop new drug research that does not give up.
Okay. Why did you apply for this internship?
I'm interested in I'm interested in research, watching newspaper and article. So I so I applied to internship in development new drug research. So I think I will expand to able to new technology and research in past of this research in the lab over past 2 years.
Okay, so tell me about yourself.
I am a former graduate Kyungwon National University Department of Food Service and biotechnology. When I go to college, I'm interested in food, so I went to go food department of food service, but I interested in take care of life and during double major. So I would like to study food and life through 2 major.
What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is various pastime experience and positive personality. So I have worked with many people and with my various pastime experience have the leadership and to the collaborate with everyone. My strengths uh, will be help in research. So and I am positive personality, so I help will be you and with people.
Okay, that's fine. So switch. Okay.
Come.
Yeah. There's too many groups. We're not gonna finish. So you got 5 minutes. I said, right? There's 5 groups. That's 50 minutes. So. Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, my name is Laura.
Good afternoon, my name is Yevgeny. And please take my statement. Okay, thank you. Explain for me to welcome today. Thank you very much.
So let me ask you some question. Why did you apply for this internship at the Ministry of Education?
Well, before I became a teacher, I felt it was a great opportunity to look at the educational policies from the point of view of the supervisor. And I also wanted to know what the Minister of Education do to make educational policies.
Then why are you the best person for this internship?
I can any kind of work well because I'm good at both working and working alone. So I did very well on a subject with both personal and team tests.
How would you describe yourself?
If I choose only one word to express myself, I could choose to be precise. Uh, for example, when I work in the educational volunteer club as a finance manager for a year, although there were countless large amounts of money coming and going, I managed my finances precisely without a single error.
What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is organization skills. When I work as a student council member, I had to be organized very many events, and especially at that time, I make and organize the events like MP to fit the limited budget, and I successfully wrap up the events.
Okay, then what is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness is computer skills. I can handle word processors a little bit, but I'm not good at Excel and PowerPoint. I especially poor at coding, so I decided to learn coding at the academy.
Okay, but is there a particular reason to learning coding?
Yes, of course. Now, elementary and middle school students are taking coding classes at their schools for prepare to fourth industrial revolution. Therefore, I had to be good at coding to teach them well.
What is your passion about?
I love creative works when I work in the uh, in the educational volunteer club I just told you about. Uh, I organized the summer camp for the students. Among many programs, I took charge of the campfire, and I wanted to be new and special. So I came up with many new ideas, and I'm proud of that.
What are you going for the next 15 years?
I will be a Korean language teacher within 3 years, and after working as a teacher for 10 years, I will be. I want to be a scholarship provider by meeting the requirements for promotion. My final goal is to raise the quality of education by process or the consulting with schools representative on relevant issues.
Okay, yes, and our event today was nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. I hope to hear this.
Good, nice job, good. Yeah. See you guys Tuesday. G-Man and Jung-bin, right? G-Man, Jung-bin. Jung-bin, what are you doing? Boss, applicant, what are you gonna, who's, and boss, so G-Man, you're the applicant. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Dong. How do you do?
I'm fine. My name is Song.
Please take a seat.
Thank you very much. I'm here for the internship at Takeda as a medicine researcher.
It's a pleasure for me to.
Thank you very much.
So why are you interested in this?
I thought that by having a chance of this internship, I could learn a lot about medicine and get closer to my dream, which is a medicine researcher.
So what's the best person?
I'm the best person. I think I will be the best person for this internship because I'm really interested in the medicine, which is the topic of this internship. And with my curiosity on this medicine, I think I will try as hard as I can. So I think I will be the best person for this internship.
So let me introduce yourself.
I will tell you about why I got this dream of medicine researcher. So when I was in elementary school, our school watched a short video clip about people who live in Africa, and I was really shocked after watching this video because, like, even though there were many diseases that could be treated by medicine, many of them didn't have any chances of getting them, and there were so many people being threatened by many incurable diseases. So after watching this video, I thought that I want to help those people by making or creating medicine. And this ambitious dream that I've had in elementary school affected me a lot growing up. So I think this internship can be a big chance for me to learn more about medicine.
How to describe yourself?
I will describe myself with the word sincere and responsible. I can describe myself sincere because I've been never absent to school and I always studied ahead of time, so I did not have to cram for the exam, especially in midterm and final test period. And I can describe myself with the word responsible because whenever I have the work that needs to be done, I always do it. For example, when I was in high school, there were 6 people who needed to clean the class and the hallway, and at cleaning time, nobody did it, only I did it.
Tell your education.
Growing up, having the dream of medicine researcher, I studied a lot about chemistry. Since when we make medicine, we compound different kinds of atoms, and in that process, chemistry is used a lot. So I tried to learn as much as I can in high school. So I learned both advanced chemistry and basic chemistry in high school. And I finally decided to major chemistry in university, and I'm studying it right now.
Okay. What's your strength?
I think my strength is conflict managing skill. In high school, our group mates needed to make the musical, and our group mates had kind of fights when choosing the topics and the music that we're going to use. And I, as a group leader, listened to all of the ideas of the members and found a meeting point of those ideas. And our musical could end with a great success. And I think this skill can be a big help for your internship because most of the researches and projects done in this internship is done by groups. So whenever we have trouble in my group, I can manage it with my conflict managing skill.
What's your weakness?
My weakness is that I'm poor at Japanese. Of course, as I'm applying for the Japanese company, the Japanese skills are needed. So I'm trying to solve this problem. So first of all, I'm studying JLPT to learn more specifically about Japanese. And I'm watching a lot of Japanese movies and dramas without captions so that I can be much easier at listening to what people are saying. And whenever I have free time, I try to speak in Japanese so that I can easily speak Japanese I can speak easily in Japanese.
This is our live meeting.
Thank you very much. I hope to hear from you soon.
Ohio.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am Jung Ji-min. How do you do?
Nice to meet you. I'm Jongbi.
Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Okay, so why are you interested in this internship?
I dream of becoming a medicine researcher from my childhood, so I was interested in this internship. And I got to know much about medicine through researching medicine in this company.
Why are you the best person for this internship?
This position of internship is medicine researcher, so I think researching skill is very important. So in high school, I choose topics that I want to do, and I experience the topics, and I got to know much about that I want to know that topic.
Tell me something about yourself.
Hello, my name is Lee Jong-min. I'm 20 years old, and I studied 3 years for 3 years in Sansan High School, and graduated this year. When I was 17, I met a chemistry teacher, and I later became interested in the chemical club where she belongs. And when I was 18, I applied in the automatic chemical club because my first chemical club did all simple experiments. So I during automatic experiments, I interested in making medicines. So I felt I wanted to make medicine and to fix incurable disease. So now I am a chemistry major.
How can you describe yourself?
I'm perfectionist, and I check it many times to make sure because I don't like any mistakes. So if if I do experiments, I continue to check if I was doing it precisely, and I'm person of concentration. Uh, for instance, in high school, my teacher gives problems to solve it within a set time. I focus on one thing and solve it quick.
Tell me about your education.
I think synthesizing and researching is important for this medicine researcher. So I did many experiments. Uh, I did many experiments in high school with different topics.
What is your strength?
My strength is persuasion skill and communication skill. Because, for instance, in high school I joined the club, and I heard that there are a lot of conflicts between club members, but our team was concerned because they didn't offer opinions. So, as a club leader, I thought and gathered them and persuade them. So our team was able to participate in the club competition and singly.
What is your weakness?
My weakness is Chinese. I can talk well in a crowded place and or with people's eyes. So Chinese is a problem that I can get rid of in my life. So I try to do get rid of in my life. For instance, I joined the club. I I I joined the presentation team and I perform a task, or activity task. So I expect Chinese to really go on.
This ends our interview today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, fabulous. Great job, you guys. Great. Good. Okay. Yeah, he Jude and Nari Kim. Okay. He June. Are you doing boss or applicant? What are you gonna be? Applicant. So Nari, you're boss. Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Lan Kim, and how do you do?
Nice to meet you. My name is Hee. I'm here for the internship.
So what's the prerequisite for you to here today? So why did you apply for this job?
When I was young, I used to play with blocks, and this hobby this hobby inspired me in many positive ways, and it also made me get interested in this job.
Why are you the best person for this job?
It is because of my personality. I do my best at almost everything. I studied enthusiastically until now. Although I'm not an outstanding person, but I think I'm sure I'm the most strenuous worker.
Tell me something about yourself.
I like to meet new people and talking about their life and also my life. And I am good at making a bright atmosphere, and I think I can use its positive effects during presentation or conference in your company.
Tell me your education.
My major is biofibers. Related to this, I have plenty of knowledge in new materials. I think it will be able to help the whole company in this field.
What is your greatest weakness?
I prepare something too hard. Mm, it might, although task a little longer, but I think it will help. And it will be the great positive effects in some ways.
What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about reading books. I try my best to read books because it helps me. It helps me. It helps my knowledge grow.
What are you the goal in in 5, 10, 15 years?
For 5 years, I will graduate this university, and for 10 years, I wanted to travel several countries, and for 15 years, I will going to study in the United States.
This ends our interview today. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Very can switch. You can stay on the same side. You don't need to move. You can stay, but stand up and then just switch roles. But stay. Yeah, just switch roles. Right there you go.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Susan Park. How do you do?
Nice to meet you. My name is Kim.
Please take a seat.
Thank you. I'm here for the job at National Cross.
Well, it's a pleasure for me to welcome you today.
Thank you very much.
Why did you apply for this job?
I applied for this job because I prefer chorus than soloist. My voice more suitable for chorus and I sing well. However, I heard that the national chorus has a great work environment. So I searched and found your website on the internet. And I thought that my talents can satisfy what you want for this job, and this is why I decided to apply for this job.
Why are you the best person for this job?
I majored in voice at university, and I joined church choir, children's choir, and university choir. This experience taught me how to sing with each part of choir and gave me opportunity to perform on stage. I believe that these experiences and training have prepared me to be a member of chorus.
Tell me something about yourself.
My name is Kim and I'm 22 years old. I really like traveling, but I have never traveled abroad before because I don't have time. But however, on February of this year, finally I went to Thailand. It was my first overseas trip ever and it was amazing.
Tell me about your education.
I'm a student at Gyeonggi National University and I passed the national qualification exam for high school. I started my music career when I was a teenager. I joined youth orchestra as a concert master and I have been singing in the church choir.
What is your greatest weakness?
I'm not a kind of talkative person. I'm shy and poor at expressing myself. I'm not good at joke for ice-breaking time. However, I can be a good listener to someone.
What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about fashion. I love shopping clothes and reading fashion magazines. When I was young, dressing door was my favorite game. Until now, I enjoy to coordinate my sister, brother, and mother's style.
This ends our job interview. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Good job, you guys. Good. Oh yeah. See you guys Tuesday. Taylor, Gumu, Taylor, what do we got back there? Come on, Taylor, Gumu. Let's do it. Okay, Taylor, applicant, boss, what are you doing? Applicant, so come who, boss. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Nice to meet you. Job interview. I'm here in internship applicant.
Okay. So why did you apply for this internship?
Since I was young, I'm interested in clothing, so I naturally get an interest in this clothing company. So I get this. I'm here in internship program.
Okay. So why are you the best person for this internship?
Like I talk about, like I said before, I have an interest in clothing and so I have a major in university now, Department of Fiber Materials. And so I am the best person in this internship for these reasons.
Okay. I will give you some questions. So first of all, what is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is responsibility, so I can do my best in if I was given a work about and a work about if I was given a work, I can do my efforts, and so I can get get good results about it.
Okay. Then what would be your greatest weakness?
My creative weakness is if I am given a work which is not fits in my interest, I I use I tend to be I tend to delay the work. So many works is edit continuously. So I have to do many works in last short period. So that is my weakness.
And how do you manage stress and pressure?
I usually manage stress doing my hobbies like playing sports or listening music. Because if when I play sports, sports like soccer and basketball, those are active works. So I just can I can forget about the stress and pressure about I got, so I can do things just playing sports and I listen to music because the same reason. So when I listen to music, I can forget the stress and pressure and thinking about the lyrics of the music, and that helps me sometimes. So do.
Okay. Then what makes you angry?
I get angry sometimes if I got a problem with in conversation situation. I think the conversation between people is the most important thing about human beings. So if I get a problem in conversation situation, like tell my opinion and hearing someone's opinions, and I get angry about that.
Okay. This ends our interview. Nice knowing you.
Thank you.
See you later.
I hope to see you.
You guys can, I mean, you can stay in the same spots, just switch roles, right? It's fine, you don't have to move. Okay, yep.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Lee. How do you do?
Fine, thanks.
Take a seat. So why are you interested in an internship?
So the internship in the United Nations is the most worldwide and global internship I can find.
Yes.
So that means I can meet a variety of people from different backgrounds, and I would love to know their story.
Then I ask you some questions. Why did you apply for this? Why are you the best person for this job?
First of all, I can speak English, not fluently, but and I've tried 3 times for the same test to come here at KNU. That means I had a lot of hardship recently, so I think I can understand those people who have hardship now, and listen very carefully, not getting bored or something.
Okay. How do you describe yourself?
I describe myself as in the novel Harry Potter, he's in a Quidditch team, and I describe myself as a Harry Potter on a broomstick because he chases the snitch, the golden ball, and the golden ball is like a goal to me. So I just chased it, like I don't see anything else, and Well, it's kind of wobbly, the pathway, and it's not always easy, but I try my best and I dedicate myself to the goal.
And how do you prepare for test or exams?
So when I prepare for tests or exams, I try to look at the questions first. I saw a lot of people just focusing on textbook first, but I don't think that's the best thing to do, because if it is a math test, you need to know it is about drawing graphs or just pure calculations. You have to match the question first, and that's how I do it.
And what is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is focusing and just dedicating to my goal. When I have something to do, I don't usually sleep very much or eat very often. I usually eat once a day and sleep for about 4 hours. That's how I lived for the past year.
Then what is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness is talking with people about private matters. If it is a professional matter like work related, I have no trouble because it is something we can talk about. But private matter, I don't know. I don't know what to talk about, or try not to get awkward, but it's kind of happens.
Last question. How do you manage stress and pressure?
When I have stress and pressure, I try to sleep for at least 30 minutes. Then I can just wake up and be fresh and forget it about it a little bit, and see it in the different perspective, or just look for friends and families and get some advice.
This ends our interview today. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice job, you guys. Nice job. I'll see you Tuesday. Okay, enjoy your weekend. Good. Okay, we got the last group 3. Right, group 3. Dave and Minji. Dave, what are you doing first? Boss or applicant?
Yes, I'm the boss.
Boss. Okay, Minji, applicant. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, please come in.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Minji.
Hi, I'm David. Nice to meeting you. How was your day?
I'm great. Just
Please take a
nervous.
seat. Okay.
I'm here for the internship position at Samsung.
Okay, great. Let me take interview. Why did you apply for this internship?
I want to be the world's best big data expert. In order to become the world's best big data expert, I think that I have to join Samsung first, the world's leading company in these days. While doing an internship at Samsung, I would like to learn about big data, and I want to do many projects with others. And after the internship, I would like to be a talented person who grows with Samsung.
Great. Why are you the best person for this internship?
As I told that before, I think that in my major, project experience is very important. I'm a kind of talented person who have many project experience. I have experience of developing moose tracking application and sign language translation system. Or you can check it on my resume. And I always doing something, always ending something with responsibility. I'm a kind of person, experienced and passionate and responsible, so I'm the right person for this internship.
Oh, great. Tell me something about yourself.
First of all, thank you for inviting me to this interview. My name is Minji. I'm a senior studying computer engineering at Gyeongbuk National University. As for my personality, I would say that I'm an extrovert, so I don't feel uncomfortable when I'm with new people. And I'm always good at breaking the ice when I'm with new people. And I'm a kind of challenging and passionate person, so if I become an intern at Samsung, I will not waste the opportunity which is given to me.
Are you a motivated person?
Yes, I'm a motivated person. I have so many dreams. First, my dream is to be a world's best big data expert. And second, I want to travel around the world. And third, I want to buy my sweet
house.
Okay.
And the ultimate goal of my life is to be someone's role model.
Great. And tell me about what are your goals next 5, 10, and 15 years.
For the next 5 years, I want to join Samsung and build my career. I want to study steadily and be an expert. And within 10 years, I want to grow into a big data expert in Samsung. I want to train many great juniors in there. Within 15 years, I want to write more than 30 papers. This is my course.
Okay. What is your greatest strength?
I think that my greatest strength is teamwork skills. I like to work with others. It is always fun to work with others and sharing the ideas. I have been a project leader in many projects. I learned many things with that experience. I learned how to manage a team and how to manage a conflict with some members. So I think.
Great. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, I have one question. Is there any possibility to get a full-time job after the internship?
Yeah. If you work well, you can get a full-time
Thank you
job.
so much.
Okay.
Good, good. Good. You can stay on the same side, just switch roles. Yeah?
No.
Come in.
Good morning, sir. My name is David.
My name is Minji. How are you?
I'm really good today.
Please take a seat.
Thank you. I'm in an internship for the Nongsin marketing.
Yes. I'm pleasure for you to meet me here.
Yes.
Let's start the interview. First question, why did you apply for this internship?
I applied for this internship because it relates with my major in university, and through this internship, I want to grow myself. Yes, this is the reason why I applied for this internship.
Thank you for your answer. And why are you the best person for this internship?
To do the marketing work, I think social networking with others is very important, and I think I'm good at making positive interaction with others, and I am very passionate about the food marketing. Something related to food with food, I'm really interested in, but especially in food marketing, I have passion and I really have interest in that.
Okay, and tell me something about yourself.
Uh, First of all, thank you for inviting me in this internship interview. My name is David, and I graduated Dogon High School, and now I'm sophomore in KNU. My hobby is to play soccer because when I make a goal, I really get excited, and my favorite soccer player is Jisung Park because he is very good player, and when he make a goal, he get a lot of effort to it. And my favorite proverb is to seize the day because it makes me motivate the day and save the day.
Thank you for your answer. And are you a motivated person?
Yes, I'm a very motivated person. To do the group work in university, I probably lead a team and I make every person in the group to do work well. And when I want to achieve something, I work a lot and to put many efforts in it. So yeah, I think I'm a very motivated person.
Okay, and what are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about music work. For example, like listening to music or making music. In high school, I was the band called Genesis, and I was playing guitar in the group. And in when I was 22, I did the busking job in front of people, and when I share my music with people, I get really excited. So, yep.
I really want to listen to your music.
Thank you.
This is my last question. What makes you angry?
When I see selfish person, I get angry because there are a lot of group work or social work, and if there is kind of people like that, it makes others difficult. So when I see the selfish person, I get angry.
Okay, and do you have any questions?
Yeah. If I do the internship, do I have to prepare for something?
No, you don't have to prepare something special. We just need your passion.
Okay. Thank you.
This is end of our interview.
Okay.
Excellent, guys. Excellent. Good job. Really. I appreciate the effort, man. You guys did great. You guys did great. Okay. You have nothing to worry about. You guys did fabulous.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday. Okay.
See you.
Yeah, bye.